Today, we're going to talk about the journey of spiritual awakening. And look, this isn't just about feeling good all the time. It is a profound, often really challenging, and ultimately life-altering transformation of how you see absolutely everything. Okay, let's just dive right in.
So, let me start with a big question for you. What if the reality you see every day is like a beautifully wrapped package, but you're only ever seeing the wrapping paper? What if, just underneath that surface, there are these incredible streams of energy and information that are totally invisible to a mind that's, let's say, in a low vibration state?
To even begin to unwrap that package, we first have to get a handle on this idea of unseen energy. Some people describe it as the orchestra that's literally playing the music of our reality.
Now, this is the core concept right here, spiritual vibration. And it's not just some vague out there idea. It's your personal state of being. It's the energetic frequency that you are operating from, moment to moment. Seriously, think about it. Every single thought you have, every emotion you feel, every person you meet, every place you go, it all has a vibration.
And it really helps to think of it like a spectrum. On one end, you've got low vibrations. These feel dense, kind of slow, and they're tied to things like fear, apathy, and just feeling stuck. But on the other end, you've got high vibrations, which feel light, fast, and are connected to love, joy, and that feeling of connection. You know, when you're in that low vibration state, it's like being blind while still being able to see. The world is right there in front of you, but you're just missing all of its depth.
And this quote just nails it. A high vibration is like this perfectly harmonious orchestra, right? Every instrument is in tune, it sounds beautiful. A low vibration, well, that's when the whole orchestra is just misattuned and chaotic. The goal isn't to get rid of the low notes, but to bring the entire orchestra back into harmony.
So, how can you tell if your orchestra is a little out of tune? Well, the signs are probably going to sound pretty familiar. It's that feeling of being lost or adrift, that constant fatigue, no matter how much you sleep. It's when you find yourself just bottling up your emotions or dealing with that mental fog where you just don't really care anymore.
This state of low vibration is so often the starting point. It's the fertile ground where this whole journey really begins. But it always starts with a catalyst, some kind of event, a moment, a crack that appears in the very foundation of your reality. This is the Great Awakening.
A spiritual awakening is that moment the crack appears. And it's this powerful, sometimes really abrupt, shift in your consciousness. You start to question everything you thought you knew, and you begin to feel this deep, undeniable connection to absolutely everything around you.
This quote perfectly captures the sheer intensity of it. An awakening isn't some gentle spring cleaning. No way. It's a radical bonfire of the old self, of the ego. It's literally burning away everything that isn't truly you so you can finally make space for who you really are.
But you know, after a fire like that, there's often a period of darkness. And this is probably one of the most misunderstood and, frankly, most challenging parts of the entire journey.
This simple phrase, "in a dark night," it comes to us from the 16th century mystic, St. John of the Cross. It's so simple, but man, it just perfectly captures the feeling. This profound, stark, and what feels like a totally endless night of the soul.
So, let's be super clear here. The dark night of the soul is a deep spiritual desolation. It's not just a bad mood, and while it can feel a lot like clinical depression, its purpose is actually spiritual. It's the ego's final desperate struggle as you start to break away from its grip and move towards your authentic self. And it is a process. It has stages. It usually starts with a trigger, which leads to you hitting rock bottom, where everything just feels lost. But then, slowly, you start waking up to a deeper truth. And finally, you begin rebuilding a new life that's based on that truth. The key thing to remember is this is a journey through the darkness, not a permanent address.
And what's waiting for you on the other side of all that darkness? A whole new way of perceiving the world. The senses you've always had suddenly begin to expand in ways you probably never thought were possible.
This is where the world really, truly opens up. You start to develop this heightened intuition, this incredible ability to sense and process all that energetic information that was always there, but was just humming along below your normal perception. So, one of these senses is clairvoyance, or clear seeing. This is when you start to get intuitive information visually. It can be like seeing pictures, or even little movie-like scenes playing out in your mind's eye. You might even see the likely outcomes for someone's future. Then you have clear sentience, or clear feeling. This is the heart of what it means to be an empath. You don't just sympathize with people, you literally feel their emotions, and sometimes even their physical pains in your own body. Someone could just walk past you on the street, and you would instantly know what they're thinking, how they're feeling, and what their intent is towards you. It's how you can feel people without even touching them.
And this quote from someone going through this, it's just so relatable, isn't it? Before you understand what's happening, this profound sensitivity can feel like a curse, like something is wrong with you. It makes you feel overwhelmed and just different. But it's actually a sign of a deeply attuned energetic system.
And finally, there's claircognizance, or clear knowing. This is that powerful gut feeling. It's like a sudden download of information where you just know something is true with absolutely no logical reason to back it up.
So when you start to integrate all these new senses and you finally emerge from the darkness, you are not the same person. You are living in a completely new world because you're seeing it with brand new eyes. And it's a strange feeling at first. It's like you feel dumb for how you used to be, but at the same time you feel brilliant because you can suddenly see everything you couldn't before.
Hey, remember those signs of low vibration from the beginning? Let's compare them to this. You go from feeling lost to just knowing things intuitively. You go from being drained by people to actually needing solitude to recharge. And you absolutely cannot tolerate inauthenticity anymore. You can see right through the masks people wear, right through to their very core.
And this quote, wow, it just captures the entire journey so perfectly. The depth and the wisdom and the compassion that you gain, they don't happen in spite of the struggle. They happen because of it. Once you've been to the depths of hell and you've found your own way back, you get to see a whole new world.
So we'll end on this thought. This journey cracks you wide open, it rebuilds you, and it gives you a totally new lens on reality. The final question isn't whether the journey is real or not. The real question is, once you've been through it, what do you choose to do with your newfound light?